Hey, what's going on, everybody? How's it going? John here with another video. Hope you guys are doing well. Keeping your vibrations way up high to the roof, the sky, the clouds, the trees, way up high at high on vibrations. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day today, morning, afternoon, night, wherever you guys are watching this video. So, I know I haven't made a video in a little while. Just been trying to work on myself still. Just trying to figure out my life's situation still, just what's going on, and yeah, just trying to take a day at a time. That's all we can do, you know? It's tough out here. Shit's just crazy. But what I want to talk today about is like why nostalgia has probably been why nostalgia is a big thing right now. Like I see a lot of like reels on Facebook with people posting like nostalgia. Like, 'cause I was born in late 90s, and my childhood was mostly like in the 2000s, early 2000s, basically all the 2000s ongoing. And I see a lot of like nostalgia, like with people like thinking back in like the early 2000s, how the early 2000s were like the best times ever. And I mean, I believe we go back to craving that time is the shit we're going through now in this reality. Like how there's just so much stuff going on in this world right now. Like a lot of people are sensing that nothing feels the same. Like people are saying nothing's felt the same since 2020, 2012. I mean, I believe it. I believe nothing's felt the same since 2020. I feel more 2020 than 2012, but maybe a little bit in 2012, but I feel like it escalated more in 2020 with just the energy, how things are, how people are. But I believe it's a conscious thing too. It's what we make of it, what we create for ourselves. So yeah, I get it. Like shit, I miss the fucking early 2000s. And I'm not saying shit was all roses and dandelions at that time. Like I believe there was shit going on like at that time. Like I believe world stuff was still happening around that. Maybe not as intense as what's going on now, but there's always been shit going on in this reality. I believe it's just because when we're a kid, that's our inner child. Like we're not focused on this bullshit what's going on. We're just in the present moment. We're connected with ourselves, and that's why they make it so hard for us to go within and just reconnect with your inner child. They don't want us to reach that inner child, our higher self, in the present moment. They don't want it, because we can still feel that to this day, but it's what we make of it. But it's just, along with this energy and just all this stuff going on, it's just, they make it so fucking hard what's going on around the world. And it's tough out here. Like spiritual warfare is just off the board right now. Like every day's a battle. But I believe it's that, and I believe it's because we're growing up, we're mature, and we're in adulthood now. Like we're paying bills. A lot of us are living paycheck to paycheck, barely able to afford rent and bills and shit, insurance, inflation. We got political wars right now, like constantly. It's just so much devastation, and this matrix is just breaking and breaking and breaking. And yeah, that's why I believe and feel like a lot of us that grew up in the 2000s or the 90s, 80s, whatever, craves that nostalgia. Like when we grew up as a child during that time. And I believe every generation also, or every person, generation, whatever, that grew up in the 30s probably still miss those times, like when they grew up in their childhood. It's our inner child. We crave our inner child, and it's possible to get to our inner child. They just make it so hard, pushing all this fear, all this bullshit on us to distance our way from our higher self, reconnecting with our inner child. But yeah, nostalgia, the nostalgia from like early 2000s, 90s, me was early 2000s, or that whole decade. And I mean, I do miss those times. I mean, there's nothing wrong with like thinking back to your childhood and thinking back at the memories, like compare it to now, because we're in a whole different reality than we were then. So I get it. Nothing feels the same as it was before. Like we're in a different. It feels like we're not in the same world. Basically, it's just like a whole different reality. Like nothing feels the same anymore. Like it just, this energy is just intense. That's why we gotta rise with the energy. But it's tough out here. Like this shit ain't no joke. Like how shit's getting so fucking expensive out here. It's getting like shit's just expensive. Like it's just way expensive out here. And they think Trump's gonna fix it all. Bullshit. They're all puppets and clowns in that fucking office. I don't fucking put my energy in none of them at all, and no politics. Cause Trump ain't gonna do shit. He's not gonna do shit. But yeah, like I'm not political by all means either. I see politics for what they are. I detach myself from that shit. That shit is toxic as fuck. All I try to do is just work on myself. We should all be working on ourselves, taking it day at a time and just focusing on ourselves. This is a time to heal yourself spiritually, mentally, physically. But yeah, nostalgia. It's a big thing right now, and I can see why it's a big thing right now. But all I can say is embrace those memories, cherish those memories. Create new, better memories for yourself. Even if it's the tiniest, smallest things. And it's by being in the present moment, or just by doing things that you love to do. Just finding little tiny things. When it warms up, go out in nature. Go out in nature and create those memories. You know, when we're a kid, we're always out in nature. Always in the outdoors. You can do that now. Depends how much nature you have around you, but still, like, yeah, guys, it's tough out here. Just hang in there. Hang in there. We've all we've got. But I just want to make this quick video, and in the meantime, I'll talk to you guys later.